It's me again. It's 3:27 in the morning. I can't sleep. I ain't did a video in a minute. I don't want to be too loud. But here I am again. I keep having to try to explain to you all that whatever you're thinking about me or what you're saying about me about a past relationship or my current relationship, what does it have to do with me being a father? I said, y'all watch all the other videos, you come run and see us go back and forth, but my only bicker, my only frustration is the way my children are being used. That's my biggest thing. That's the only thing I complain about. That's the only thing I complain. You call it bashing and shouting and, whatever. Because I am annoyed. I mean, I'm angry. And I feel like I have every right to be. I'm using my children. They're not toys. They're not animals. They're my kids. And when you start using them, because of your feelings, I think that's bullshit. That's some shit that I can't forgive. And I don't care that you're young. That's just not right. And the people around you, I just feel like they suck too for even like allowing it. They should be, it's just not right. I want to say anybody that supports that type of behavior, man, I can't rock with it. It's not healthy. As far as the therapy, man, why do we need to go to therapy? Why? Because the kids are hearing what you're talking about me, because they hear what you're saying about me, because you're not allowing me to see them. That's why we need therapy. Like when you're talking, I'm like, it's stressful. It's sad and it's annoying. All I want to do is be a dad to my kids. It is my time. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why she's bothering my time. You have the kids all the time. You have the kids all the time. I get them a couple of weeks here, a week here for spring break. You know what I'm saying? 2 weeks in July. I don't get a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? And I don't get a lot of time, not because I'm working too much, not because I don't want to be with my kids. I don't have the time because I'm in a different state. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Texas, my kids are in Virginia because, moms and I, a divorce, you know what I'm saying? So like you as a parent talking about you want to co-parent should be trying to like work with me as much as possible or us work together as possible so we can exchange, you know what I'm saying? It's time for our kids. But I really think it's sad that we're still going through this. And, if you, as far as closure, like we done been separated since 2018. You know what I'm saying? Like there's been plenty of time to say, like, man, let's squash this. Let's have some real talks about, you know what I'm saying, this situation so we can move through it. But it was never like that. You know what I'm saying? Everything was bashing. You talking about me bashing. She done went to my family. You know what I'm saying? She's been saying some really like, nothing about the situation said that this is my wife. This is the person that I married. Man, hell no. And I wanted to say this at one time. If you ever like looked at when we really start having issues, it was after the baby was born. And I had mentioned some stuff about like postpartum, but it was never the same after that. Like the mental, like the things that were said was, I don't know. I just felt like it was coming out and I was like, who are you? You know what I'm saying? Like it was just wasn't cool. She was talking shit like we weren't family. You know what I'm saying? Like she needed to be at home and Thanksgiving with her family. I'm sitting here looking like me, Corey, Jericho, and Kalia, and I'm like, what the fuck? So what the hell are we? Like what do you mean you need to go be with your family? It just never panned out. And I don't know what therapy's for. I honestly don't. The therapy is for her. The therapy is for her. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to go see somebody else because you can't talk, or like it's really annoying. What does therapy have to do with you using, yeah, so we need therapy for you using it, thinking it's okay to use our children when you feel like, when you got an attitude, when you don't like me. That's not growing up. That's not no fucking, I don't think that's a bad, to me, that does not consider you to be a good parent when you do shit like that. You're not a good mom when you keep the kids or use the children to hurt dad. You know, that's not good parenting to me. You knew that Christmas was gonna be mine this year, and if you didn't want to drive, you didn't make. That's what I said about co-parenting and communication. You didn't say anything till like until I brought it up about Christmas. If you felt that way, you didn't say, hey, you know what I'm saying? I know I said like your communication's horrible. It was horrible when we were married, and it's horrible now. You know what I'm saying? It can't just be your fucking way all the time. We have children, not you. We have children. I don't understand. It just really like baffles me. Like I said, like if I would have had any notion at all that this person was gonna be like this with our children, wow. And when you all say, you know, my kids are gonna, I hope Jericho does see it. We're like, what do you mean? Jericho wants to know why he can't be with his father. Kalia wants to know why she can't be with her father. Kiara, what are you telling our children? Lies. You know, what do you tell them? Tell them that you don't want them to be with me. What else could you say? It's really sad. You know, I don't think, like I said, like as a man, after everything that we've been through, I don't think there was nothing warranted for you to, you know, to do what you're doing. I hate it. And same way you can text me some bullshit about we need to go to fucking therapy. You could talk to me about our kids, but you don't talk to me like that, like about our family. You talk to me like I'm your cousin or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't your fucking cousin. The kids wouldn't be here without me. And you know what's crazy? What just kills me is me and my kids have a pretty good relationship. For us to be apart like we are, and not to be able to see each other as often as I would like, and for me not to, you know, see him on FaceTime as much as I like. We got a pretty good relationship. Obviously, I want something closer. I need something closer. You know what I'm saying? I honestly feel like me and Jericho relationship are falling apart. It's just drifting a little. Ironically, I don't know. It's just different. If you've never been in a situation, like I say, I think some of the comments are, I don't want to say stupid, but some of them are fucking stupid. The comments aren't coming from a good place. You know, it's coming from I mean, it is negative. It's ignorant. It's coming, you know what I'm saying? It just makes me wonder, like, what your relationship is with your father, if you even have one. You know what I'm saying? Like none of it shit makes sense. Yo, okay, hey, if you want to call me a bad husband or whatever, you know, man, fuck that marriage. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know, because this other person isn't being accountable for anything. You know, hell, I don't know what therapy's gonna do because you don't do anything. Everything's me or it's somebody else. What is therapy gonna do? You can't be honest. Most, yeah, I don't know. It annoys me. I just want my kids. That's it. I just want my kids. It doesn't make any sense for you to be acting this way. But you know what I think? The only thing I can think about is when people have been saying like this, you know, she still wants you, she's feeling some type of way. I'm like, you can't speak for her. You know what I'm saying? You can't say how I feel. You can't say I can speak for myself. You can't say how she feels. But I'm like, if you don't give a fuck about me, like, you know, like why, you know, you have to say why at this point. Like, why are you still doing this? I thought we were good. Why are you still using the kids? Because that's the only thing she can do. There's nothing else, you know. She trying to call him a job and shit like that. Like, always trying to like, you know, do something. Like, you know, what are you doing? I think after the last conversation that we had, I really start like looking at her mental health. Like, I asked her the other day, I was like, are you okay? So like mentally, you know what I mean? Like, cause your actions lately, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what are you thinking about? You know, me getting my kids for a week is gonna give you a break. It's, you know what I mean? It's gonna give you a chance to, chill out for a while. Like, I don't understand what the issue is. But to end this video, fuck you for all those that already left because you're tired of hearing my mouth. For you that tired of hearing me talk about it, I'm gonna forever talk about women or a woman or whatever that thinks it's okay to keep the kids away from dad. That shit is never cool. So fuck that. I'm always gonna speak on that. And I don't like and anybody that supports that type of behavior, that thought process, is a fucking clown. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what the marriage was or what the relationship was. It took mom and it took dad to make a child or those children. So it's both responsibilities, man. Both fucking responsibilities. Not just dad doing everything. Not just mom doing everything. I always said, when you make choices, my nigga, when you make choices, you gotta deal with those. You know what I'm saying? When I make kids, when I have children, I take care of my children. You know what I'm saying? Like, there should be no reason why any one of our baby mamas should be keeping my children from me. I don't. There's no reason. Did you guys know that weed was legal in Virginia? I just find that shit out. That's dope. That's awesome. Can't use that shit no more on me. And anyway, I'm bad. To end this video off, me and my family, Zakia, Jocelyn, Kobe, we will be going down to Virginia to spend Christmas with Jericho, Kalia, and Corey. Yep. Thank goodness I have a very understanding woman, an intelligent woman, and I let her see everything. I don't hide anything from her when I'm speaking to the camera or I'm ranting or raving. No, I don't hide shit from her. She knows exactly how I feel. I show her the text message before I tell you guys because I want to make sure I'm not tripping. Babe, come look at this shit. Come look at what I'm dealing with my kids. You know what I'm saying? And, it's wow. It's kind of like, damn, like what is the issue, But yeah, like I said, luckily I have a great woman that's understanding of my situation and what I'm going through and the immaturity that I have to deal with when it comes to my children. And it is what it is. All phone calls are yeah. I don't hide anything. I want her to know exactly who she's dealing with as far as a father to our son and, father to our children. You know what I'm saying? She get to see all that. And I want her to. Like I said, I'm not perfect in this relationship or any relationship. It's things that I'm still working on. However, the debate that I'm fighting, the struggle that I am struggling against is my children. You can say I'm a bad husband or whatever. I give a fuck. It don't matter. I ain't never gonna fuck with none of y'all. be mad all you want to. I really don't give a fuck about none of that. And I don't care because it's in the past. I don't care because there's nothing gonna come from that. You know what I'm saying? Speaking with somebody that can't take accountability for anything. You know what I'm saying? The whole time, the whole marriage was me. Even when the comments come in, Des, you need to do this. You need to do this. I'm like, man, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Are y'all on the other person's page telling this nigga the same shit? You can't co-parent by yourself. You can't be in a relationship by yourself, period. You know what I'm saying? And obviously we are in a relationship, but co-parenting is still that. And you can't use your motherfucking feelings when it's time for to negotiate or to have visitation with dad. Like that's so like immature. And like, I don't know. You guys keep saying the kids. If the kids ain't what's important, I'm like, why are you supporting the fucking bullshit? You're supporting her. Yeah, I wouldn't give the kids to dad either. Damn, the camera do add 10 pounds. My face look fat, yo. My face really ain't this fat. Back it up. Let me back it up. Okay, that's better there. I don't know. I don't think I cussed a lot in this one. I am annoyed though. I just want to have my kids for Christmas. But like I said, we are packing the car up. We rented a very nice Airbnb. I rented a car. We're gonna drive down to Virginia, and we're gonna spend about 4 or 5 days in Virginia, so I can see my kids. It's way shorter than I anticipated, way shorter than I deserve. You know, this is some fucking bullshit. I really, this is not love. This is hurt. And you guys jump on me, and I just still find it funny. You guys jump on me and say you guys need a co-parent, or Des, you're angry. I mean, you're fucking right. Fuck the marriage. I ain't married. I ain't mad about that. You know what I'm saying? I was grateful. I'm talking about, you know, this co-parent and shit. You know, it was an eye-opener. An eye-opener of who I had children with and who I married. You know, it was a life lesson. And it just continues to show me, like, and I keep saying, wow, like, golly, I'm gonna get a shirt made. Be careful who you marry and who you have kids with. I just never thought I would go through this shit right here. And you know, like I said, I keep saying, like, okay, you know what I'm saying? You marry somebody and it doesn't work, man. It happens. It happens. You know, you marry somebody and it doesn't work, but you still have kids. You still got a co-parent. You still got a co-parent. I'm like, you know, I do what I say, you know. I'm like, man, you being a clown, yo. You being a fucking clown. That's like saying you the type to come bring the kids to Texas and not tell me about it. You know, that's what you're on. You know, that's so stupid. Like I said, y'all don't like hate. I don't know what else to call it. Stupidity, ignorance. There's a lot of words for it. You call it bashing. That's what I call it. Why are you keeping the kids from dad? If they aren't in school, and if dad is going to be in the same state, why are you keeping the kids from dad? There's no other reason than stupidity. What else is it? I don't like him. Stupidity. He gets on my nerves. Stupidity. That's still their dad. I got to do a whole segment just for men, man. Like, you guys can call it bashing, but I would say this shit ain't cool. Like, and I watch things on the news. You know what I'm saying? I just watch life, and this is an on-current event. And I just want us as men to be smarter about who we choose to involve ourselves with. You know what I'm saying? So, thanks for watching. Yeah, we are still going through it. And it is sad. And it's not fucking, you know, it's not fair for my kids. It's not fair for me. It's not fair for... It puts a damper on everybody's situation and everybody's life when you make dumbass choices, you know, when you make choices off feelings, you know. I used to joke all the time that females was emotional and they, you know, they think with the emotions, they react, and, you know, I'm just talking shit, but I've been noticing it, and it's not cool. Like, I have somebody that I can talk to and say, hey, I'm angry, I'm feeling some type of way. I need you to make sure that my emotions are in check. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to be angry, but not, you know, to a certain extent. You know, now let's think logically. And that's why I love Zykia. You know, I know she give it to me real. She's like, now, you know, if I'm wrong, she'll let me know. Like, maybe you was wrong. You need to fix that. I like that. You know what I mean? Because I know it's coming from a good place. And that's it. I just want to be a good dad to my kids, man. That's it. I don't know why it's so hard. I don't know what kind of hurt you got going on, but it's not right.